Thanks for tuning into Iron Point Tech. I want to give you quick updates on the new iOS 15 features coming out this fall. Starting with FaceTime. FaceTime is getting spatial audio, so it'll sound like the audio from each of the people you're FaceTiming is coming from the specific spot that they're talking from. I don't know exactly how this will function in terms of what you're hearing or the sound distortion, if it's coming from a singular microphone and the phone is in one place, if it's how much of a difference you'll be able to tell, but I'm excited to hear from that. Also, your microphone. There's going to be voice isolation, which means if you're FaceTiming and there's a lot of background noise, you can select voice isolation just to narrow in on your voice and block out all ambient noise. Also, FaceTime is coming with grid view, which is much needed. Instead of those floating blobs, which you can still have, you can switch it to grid view where everyone can be seen at once and there'll be certain highlights over the person who is speaking. Much needed, very grateful to coming out with that feature. Also, FaceTime links. You'll be able to create FaceTime links and for specific times and send it in certain chats, similar to you would like a Zoom link, where you send that saying, hey, at this time we're going to jump on this FaceTime. You can create links for people and send it in messages so that people can join. You can send it to other people and multiple people can join those FaceTime links. An additional thing for FaceTime is SharePlay, where the person you're chatting with or the people you're chatting with, you can also listen to music and share that music with them through Apple Music or through Apple TV. You can share movies and watch movies at the same time. They're also coming out with the SharePlayAPI and working with a lot of other vendors and apps to allow SharePlay to go across multiple devices, such as Disney, such as Disney Plus, Spotify. Other apps are working for the SharePlayAPI. A couple things with messages and photos. In messages, you'll be able to stack photos instead of just photo after photo after photo. You can stack photos so when it comes in one message and people can click on it and scroll through the photos. And then in the Photos app, those shared photos can show up under Shared with Me, and then you can also navigate to your memory section where you can customize these memory videos through all these photos, and they also have unique music that they will have displayed on those photos. And not really a feature that I really care about that much, but still something cool that they're doing for people who are interested in photos and those video montages. One thing I am excited about is the focused notifications. You'll be able to set up your iPhone for a specific situation, if it's personal or if it's work, and only have notifications show up that you specify during that time. So if you have different focus options, let's say you have a profile created for personal, profile created for work, if you select that, you can customize and allow only apps or messages from these people can show up in notifications. And so if you're at work, you'll have all entertainment things. You can even organize your apps so that if you're in workplace mode, you can see just your workplace apps. You'll get notifications from what areas you specify. Same thing for personal. You can set up for entertainment. You can ignore work notifications. You can really have it be customized. Also, when you select Do Not Disturb, it'll show up in messages for people who try to message you that you are in Do Not Disturb mode, but they can still get through with an urgent message. Another cool feature they're adding is called live text, meaning if you're taking notes or if you're wanting to take a screenshot of a whiteboard or something that people have written down, you can take a screenshot or you can point it at the whiteboard, and then there is a live text button that's going to appear that you can click, and it's just going to select the text that is showing up on that whiteboard. You can copy the text, you can paste it elsewhere, even if there's a phone number in there, and if it's an existing photo, if you're going through old photos, you can click the live text button. It'll highlight all the text on the screen. You can click on that and even make a phone call from just the photo. A couple additional things for maps. They're just being more detailed. They're adding crosswalks. They're adding bike lanes. Also people who are in transit, who are using buses, they will be able to notify you of when you're coming up in your end destination, and when you leave, you can use your camera to view the city buildings around you, and it'll help navigate you to where you're supposed to go. So cool for people who are in the city or in transit. Also, weather app, they're adding in barometric pressure, so if you're wanting to know why your bones are aching, I guess, you can look at the weather app. But hands down, one of my favorite things that's coming is in the Apple Wallet. Now, they are trying to completely cut you away from all cards, and by introducing like Walt Disney World annual passes, hotel key cards, which Hyatt is trying to be the front runner of that by this fall, have 1,000 different locations where they can send your hotel key card to your Apple Wallet. But hands down, one of my favorite things about this is the ID cards. You can click you can take a picture of your ID card and it will scan into your Apple Wallet. And TSA is working hard so that this fall they can be ready for Apple Wallet identification so that you can just scan in using your Apple Wallet and the pictures that you have taken of your ID. I am so excited for this. I am a huge proponent of removing all cards and doing everything through my Apple Wallet, and this is going to be a big one if this is adopted across everywhere. So those are all the big highlights we had for iOS 15. If there's any more that you think are really fascinating or really important that people should know about, please drop them in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in.